Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to Clues Manifesto. Definitely feel free to follow and leave commentary. So check this out. This is where the rot in police precincts needs to be checked. Check. This is such a bullshit story and a bullshit explanation. Check out this video.
Over a shooting in Minnesota after a white Minneapolis man was charged for allegedly shooting his black neighbor, but so far has not been arrested by police. Dana Griffin has the details.
This was a shocking moment caught on camera. Video obtained by our NBC affiliate KARE 11 shows David Matori trimming a tree outside his Minneapolis home Wednesday when, according to court documents, a bullet was fired from his neighbor's upstairs window.
The bullet went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Matori told NBC affiliate KARE 11 he's also recovering from broken ribs and a concussion. Adding, the last 11 months since he and his wife moved in, they've been living a nightmare next door to John Shawshak. Court documents show the victim called police 19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshak suffers from mental illness. Shawshak has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparking community outrage.
We have to take violent criminals off the street. So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshak rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation, but we will ensure.
This guy needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. The biggest problem isn't even the guy who shot that man to the neck. He's not the biggest problem, even though he needs to be taken out the paint and arrested. The biggest problem is Brian O'Hara. This guy you're looking at right now. People like him are the support beams for this bullshit that continues. Understand that. It would have never got this bad if people like this didn't provide cover for assholes who go around pulling these stunts. I want you to understand that. Brian O'Hara is the threat. Brian O'Hara is the threat. You understand me? Because it's people like this that make it possible. He's running defense for this guy, talking about we don't want him to get hurt. Fuck him. You don't go and shoot people randomly. Mental illness isn't a get out of jail free card. Everybody's dealing with some shit. You understand me? Everybody's a bit shaky. You do your damn job. He's not doing it on purpose. And, it's moments like this to where you be like, wait a second, man, there must be more to the story. This guy must be, he is clearly being protected. This is racial. Because I don't see for one damn minute if some black, mentally ill, whatever, shot some white person outside of his window and the police are sitting up there talking about, well, we don't want to get into a confrontation, so we're just going to leave him there. Let me tell you something. They pull these kind of stunts, and these are rotten-ass people, like Brian O'Hara. These dudes are peppered all throughout the precincts, man. You have these rotten-ass people who refuse to do their damn job. It's like this shit reminds me of Uvalde shooting. You don't want to go into the classroom talking about, oh, you're scared. I get so sick and tired of this. Like, this is where the Democrats need to be crashing down on dudes like this. This is where you flex your power over assholes who sit around there and play these kind of games, because this is very destabilizing. Who the hell do you think he's going to shoot next? Since he's so mentally unstable as you say, does it not stand to reason that he's going to shoot anybody? And if that puts some pep to your step, that's the damn problem, because you should have that kind of resolve anyway. The fact that this dude is a loose damn cannon out to the general public, and you're talking about, we're not going to do anything. What are you going to do? Watch him outside his house? What kind of measures are you going to take? He needs to be removed. And this is happening in Minneapolis. Isn't this a Democrat-run city? Isn't that a Democrat governor that runs that state? You know, I just get so sick and tired of the Democrats talking about, you know, Trump is worse. Because this shit is happening under their watch, which you condone. They don't smash down on dudes like Brian O'Hara. They don't put their feet to the fire and say, hey, you know what? It's time for you. Like, they don't get rid of these people. This is a rotten ass dude. He's a rotten ass person. I don't make excuse for people like this. He's a bastard. You know? What a piece of shit. But yeah, people like this is why a hate crime bill is a necessity. It can't be vague. Because number one, these people who pull these damn stunts, it's not vague with them. It's very specific. You know, I don't have patience for people like Brian O'Hara. Because I look at him as the threat. The guy who pulled the trigger, yeah, that's obvious. But the true major threat is their supporters. People who move like Brian O'Hara. That's who's the actual threat. That's the wizard behind the curtain. That's the asshole who's allowing shit to just continue. If you ask me. Yeah. And you wonder why Kamala's going to lose this election. Because they don't do anything about stuff like this. Biden is in office. Kamala's in office. What the hell are they doing? Their Department of Justice, you know what I'm saying, is in office. Why the hell aren't they smashing down on people like this? Why aren't they going after people like Brian O'Hara? You okay, pup? But yeah, I don't have patience for people like this, man. You know, we have rotten ass people in the mix. And, you know, I don't look at him as a cop. I look at him as, you know what I'm saying, a wolf in sheep's clothing. People like this, I mean, there's so much to say. But yeah, when they hand you a bullshit story, when they piss on your leg and tell you it's rain, something has to be done about people like this.